1209 pound, built by Keith on exactly August the 23rd, 2026. My name is KeithBrentDuncan.org, which is legitimate. I'm the wealthiest person in America, world history. Go to Proof of Funds, Keith2022.com, and you'll see what's really the reality, your reality. The greatest final summary is at Invest, KEITH.org. The entire system is Evote.one, and a new open public share database, Foia.one, unifies the world as debt-free middle class. Your village will now be completely independent. You decide the project, called PeaceSummit2026.com, Town Hall Forums. You direct fund it, including sweat equity. No more taxes. And 3 is the most critical. Because you give everyone authority to be a leader, corporate and government, you now have the right to replace them. Real time, no politics, particularly no more cyber criminal terrorists. I call them anti-gods. Robert D. Rose is behind the worst conspiracy in American world history to have me killed and have you killed. That's at DuncanClaim.org, but no one wants to look at the canceled restraining order. No one wants to look at the robbery reports, Marietta Police Department, 1.11.2506, and no one definitely wants to look at the Forsyth County judgment. Almost lost my life over 08 SC 1345. And when Rose finally figured out that I had filed directly with the USA government everything about his 1995 beginnings, he got so outraged he knew the only way to kill me was not to do it personally and not to make it look like an accident, but to have the USA government do it. And I even resurrected that, solutiondrugs.com, which will be the greatest reduction in crime and drug addictions, human trafficking, gun running, wars. No more wars when my system hits, which is solutionmilitary.com. Even saw Dr. Scott Stewart today, and I'm focusing everyone on Oak Grove United Methodist Church and Bishop Robin Deese, North Georgia UMC, ngumc.org. Bishop at, that's her email address. You see, no one's talking to anybody because everyone's afraid of them. The criminals, civil criminals. Most people are afraid of their lawyers because the lawyers quote precedent rulings and only make money up front and in the middle and in the end, which is why total tort reform is solutionjudge.com and solutionmanifesto.com. Since no one has protected my life once I got brutally kidnapped and almost killed so many times, while $40 billion worth of assets were stolen, Marietta and Norcross, the videos are out there. The police knew it, the FBI knew it, IRS knew it, Attorney General knew it, Sally Q. Yates. Everybody knew it, and yet they all said, we know you're a drug addict, we know you're guilty of a violation, but they never could show a violation because I'm sinless, viceless. I do believe that is quite unique in the course of human history because I work directly with God. I could commit sins, I could commit vice, I could commit stealing and robbing and lying like all of you, but why? It makes no common sense, which is the whole value of using 5steps.life. We're at Peachtree DeKalb Airport. In fact, we'll do a swing around and show you that today we've got the Goodyear blimp. We just had another plane take off, and we're sitting right outside of the Downwind restaurant. The people that know us, like Harvey Snyder of Merrill Lynch, we even met Jay Hackett, our pastor at Peachtree Corners Baptist Church, at the football game at Norcross High School when we returned where my 2 sons were. My history is phenomenally clean credentials. So how in hell could I still be accused of possession of a firearm that was legal for me to own on canceled Cobb County Restraining Order 11.1.1171? Been repeating that for now 15 years. The IRS and the government, particularly Governor Brian KEMP, owes me press conferences today, same as back in September 2011 when all this got so unbelievably heated, where Rose was cyber hacking and tracking everything I was ever doing because he knew I had his business records. And I was talking to his family, his clients, his vendors, everybody involved with homewaves.com. He's wiped himself, which proves that he's guilty of treason, espionage, sedation, just like my brother and my family are, for killing, destroying called dead silence. Everything I've ever done my whole life. Proof of funds is at Keith2022.com, and all you have to do is just call me directly. We'll video record what's really going on, and you'll get paid multi-millions of dollars to be a crime-free utopia using teammoneymachine.com, which really started when I was about 12 years old, High Point, North Carolina. Can't really keep constantly telling people that my life is in danger. And I'm living barely on Social Security, and I'm also doing plasma for 5 years. Lived overseas for 5 years. God sent me to Jerusalem, China, Vatican, Emmaus. We got a Gladius coming in. I'll be buying one of those also. And that's it. Too much noise. Yet nobody protects my life because no one protects your life. No one protects your assets. And that's the whole value of reinvestall.com. It used to be profitshareholders.com. We go back to privately held companies and only local banks. Unocracybank.org. We've delivered to thousands of people, particularly the banks, because they all make more money by getting rid of the cyber criminal terrorists and ensuring that all the money that you put out, using kbitcoins.org, of course, is not squandered, is not lost, is not write-offs. Write-offs are the greatest crime ever committed, and now there'll be no more write-offs. Secret deals, stock options, corporate bonuses, bitcoins, they're all multi-level marketing Ponzi schemes. Yet you can't realize that the criminal ruling elite already control your minds, called the media. They already control the marketplaces, the banking. They control everything. And with my system, unocracy.org, the greatest gift of all you have to do is enforce godsconstitution.com. So Doug Gilreath, our new senior pastor, has it. In fact, my Sunday school class has it. My choir, everybody has it. And yet no one will do anything because they say it's too good to be true. And they can't acknowledge that criminals want them dead. They think they live in a pristine world. They don't. You don't either. So call us back directly. This is number 1209, pound, built by Keith on exactly August the 23rd, 2026.